Hello, everyone. This is Angelik with Angelik Hands. I'm streaming live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So, hello and welcome. Today's topic, I had an interesting download come through a little while ago, and this uh, topic just, popped into my head. And I'm going to be talking about being an old soul and really following the guidance of your soul. If you're asking yourself the question, like, what's next? What's my life's purpose? What am I good at? If you're feeling like you're scattered all over the place, if you found me, hello and welcome. You're exactly where you're meant to be. My role is to be here and to serve the community. Every service that I offer is done remotely. Um, Back in July of this year, I took the leap of faith with my husband and we moved home from Wisconsin down to Florida. So this is where we're at. Tomorrow there's going to be some inclement weather is what I'm going to call it. So it's definitely not the first time experiencing that. As I mentioned, with the last tropical storm that we had, I was really scattered all over the place because I had never, at least in this lifetime, I had never experienced something like that before. But more prepared this time. And just have things set in place just in case we need something. So just really wanted to talk about what it means being an old soul and um, really being present with yourself and the importance of that, and really uh, talk about the importance of breath work and grounding and being more in your body instead of allowing the mind. um, it's called ego, it's called trauma, it's called wounded inner child, alter identities, just having yourself scattered all over the place and reeling it back in, calling yourself back in. So like I said, the download of information, whatever it was that I received, I felt guided in my heart to share. Just hop on and do a quick live with you today. I wasn't, to be quite honest, I wasn't even planning on doing a live this afternoon. Just kind of wrapping up, putting together, new events and workshops, different things that I have going on in my world right now, stepping more into the capacity of, being a teacher, being a mentor. And I enjoy what I do as a life coach, as a quantum life coach. So, old soul, it's being many things and reincarnating over and over and over and over and over again. And I know that I have been so many different things and I've experienced a lot of different things. And sometimes things make sense, sometimes they don't make sense. Or if you have that moment of, and I actually shared this on a post earlier, if you feel like I use the example of belly dancing, like dancing for me. I know that in previous lifetimes I have been a dancer. I actually had a visit a while back from the late Patrick Swayze, who confirmed for me, said, yes, you have been a dancer in many lifetimes before you were even a famous dancer at one time. So coming from Patrick Swayze, that's pretty amazing, and it was pretty cool to receive that validation. Just really tuning into what feels familiar to me because I've done certain things before. So I actually shared that yesterday as far as belly dancing and moving my body and although it was a new experience in this lifetime, I have been, just as the pieces come in and really remembering who I am, where I've been, who I've interacted with, and even reconnecting with different people from my soul tribe down here in Florida. And when you look into somebody's eyes and you feel that connection, or you feel like, gosh, I feel like I know you from somewhere, or known you from some previous lifetime. And I find that quite a bit, where I'm connecting with other um, like-minded people and old souls, and just really exploring this human journey together. We agreed to come down here and be here at this time. So this discussion came up. Actually, I want to say the last, excuse me, the last student that I was working with my Self-Love Academy, as far as, and this isn't anything personal. This is just a discussion regarding, that question comes up a lot, whether it's from a student or client, or somebody that I meet randomly, where they're just trying to figure things out, or ask, what are my next steps, or what is my purpose, or um, what do I do? And it, simply put, it's really looking at, what are you naturally good at? Like, even asking yourself the question, what am I naturally good at? What makes my heart sing? What makes my eyes light up? What do I enjoy doing? I know for me, it's wearing many different hats. I enjoy life coaching, and I enjoy quantum life coaching. I enjoy working with biohacking techniques. It's reprogramming the getting into the subconscious mind, and finding the roots, finding the patterns, finding the blocks, finding the obstacles, and creating um, creating new habits, and really moving forward, instead of feeling like you're running the same loop over and over and over and over again. And it's no fun. Been there, done that. And I still find that there's, like I talk about it, where you feel like there may be like this inner tug of war going on inside of you, and you're just trying to make sense of it. And instead of running from it or ignoring it, just have a conversation with it, and ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? What's coming up? What is this bringing through for me? And when I look at, all the different things that I enjoy and I'm naturally good at, it's coaching, it's teaching, it's mentoring, it's energy healing. It's, I love to dance. I love to express myself through art. I love to move my body. I love to create. So a lot of times, if you'll see me, share different things, it's me just kind of tuning in. And a lot of times I am, when I'm working through something, I am giving new life to something that may have felt like a death experience to the egoic self, to part of me, to something that I just worked through. So I'm repurposing it, and channeling it in to something that feels really good. So, where I'm going with this is, when you look at where you're at right now, and what you have available to you right now, even if you're not, exactly where you want to be. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. There's a lot of things that I have been working through, like working through my relationship with myself, and for the majority of my life, working through money blocks, like where are the abundance blocks, and recognizing where those walls are, where those obstacles are, working through different addictions, working through having more harmony with this body and bringing that balance between my feminine aspects and my masculine aspects and working with what I have available to me right now and all my different gifts and continuing. Hey, Cindy. Um, I totally hear you. So Cindy wrote, my abilities and energy is all over the place. Yeah, so there is, a lot going on. Like there's still this, we just came out of this full moon and still working through, I think it's called a post eclipse. So I want to say it's for the next couple of weeks, but even leading up to the full moon and then after a full moon, and then you have all this stuff coming in, receiving downloads and information, and our bodies are changing based on the downloads of information, the upgrades that we're going through. It is a lot, and there's some days where part of me that just wants to like throw in the towel, but I keep going. And I am immensely grateful for those moments where I do get the inspiration that comes through and to be able to just be here and to connect with others. So yeah, my heart goes out to you, Cindy. I see you, I hear you. So the biggest thing that I can say is, I talk about the importance of breath work and grounding. And this was a beautiful reminder that I had even from my own life coach that I worked with for the past 3 years, the importance of breath. And when you breathe, you're breathing spirit back into your body and allowing your heart, allowing your soul to guide you. And if you have unpleasant feelings that are coming up, or grief that you're working through, or different emotions, or you feel like you're scattered, you're so welcome, Cindy. It's taking that deep breath in. Try to hold that belly breath for a count of 3 and letting that air out of your mouth. So, I've really been thinking more about what I'm passionate about, or really stepping up and stepping out of my own comfort zone and allowing more of me to be out here and to whatever platform that I'm on, just to a space of compassion and vulnerability and transparency, and letting I don't have everything figured out, and I will never admit to having everything figured out. And yes, I do have days where they're just blah, and energy's kind of like this, but there is that driving force inside of me that and that message that I've been sharing all over the place, whether I'm on TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube, or on Facebook land. It's the message that I keep hearing: keep going, don't give up. So we're not being punished. It's simply looking at the universe is always responding to our state of being. So frequency, vibration, what is going on in here is going to determine what's going on out here. So clearing things out, working through things. And when you're trying to determine, okay, what are my next steps, like start writing things down. Like, what do you enjoy doing? What makes you happy? What makes your eyes light up? And how can I work with this, or how can I share this message with someone? And then find your platform. So if you have a message to share it. If you have a dance to share it. If it's writing, tutoring, coaching, healing, There's a lot of different things that I have been guided to start working with again, and just knowing that it's not a one size fits all. It's um, offering different things to the community on my different platforms, and just putting myself out there and letting everyone know this is who I am, and working with all the different versions of me, all of me, and bringing everything back together into this space, into the 0 point energy field, and less judgment of self, and creating that inner peace, and creating that sense of freedom, and making those changes, and being the change that you wish to see in this world. So the message that I want to leave you with today is, look at what it is that truly makes you happy. You're not here to be a doormat. You're not here to be a people pleaser. You're not here to um, not be your true authentic self. Like, really step into what feels authentic to you. Like, be that presence that you never had. Be that hero that you never had. Um, really becoming your own um, soul's mate, and bringing, both hemispheres of your brain back together in harmony, and allowing everything to be balanced. So I just want to pull one quick card. I've used this deck before. It's the Mystic Art Medicines, Oracle Cards, Tools for Transformation. Then I'm going to wrap this up. Just want to see what comes through. And the art of these cards, it's just, I say this every time. The artistry is absolutely beautiful, and the artist is Sherilyn. I always have to look in the back of the box. All right, so we're just gonna share one quick message. I'm gonna leave you with this. All right, this one's really, this is beautiful. So the message is fertility. And that message actually came through, and I actually heard myself saying that, like, if you hear yourself saying, I'm pregnant with new ideas, or what are you being called to give birth to? And really stepping into that. So fertility is not just about giving birth to another human being, to another life, but it's also birthing of new ideas, birthing of new opportunities, and um, sitting with the previous discussion, and the messages that I was guided to share, as far as asking yourself the question, what am I naturally good at? What makes me happy? And anyone out there that identifies with being an old soul, you have been all things. You have been a man, you have been a woman, you have been things, you have been from, life on another planet, bringing it all together and looking at, okay, how can I work with this? How can I work with what's available to me right now? So a big part of my journey has been working with my students, working with my clients, whether they're just, starting out with a dose of some energy healing, or they're looking to explore through a reading. I do psychic readings, medium readings, Akashic Records readings, or go even deeper, which is my Self-Love Academy with Quantum Life Coaching. And that's where we really do the deep dive and go in and start looking at where the blocks are, where the walls are, where the obstacles are, those things that are standing in your way of you moving forward to the other side. So having patience in the process and knowing that what is truly yours, it's already available, but it's getting into that perfect flow and alignment. Sometimes even in being in a space of surrender, not giving up surrender, but just being in a space of surrender, opening yourself up for what's coming through, where you're being guided. So again, just leave you with that message, which is fertility. And just going to share the rest of this that's coming through on this card. It says the gentleness of the fertility medicine card brings a benevolence of bountiful blessings. Contemplate on your own womb of creation. You're being asked to participate as the midwife of this birth. Choose to nourish your creation as you would a baby in gestation. Keep compassion and mercy close companions in this gift of fertility that is dynamically creating within you, as possibilities of enchanted golden opportunities lie ahead. So this is again by the artist Cher Lynn, and just beautiful, beautiful message. I wish you all well. Keeping my fingers crossed for everything that's currently going on with the weather down here in Florida. And I'm sending you so much love, and thank you for joining me today. Take care.